Oh, family. Okay. Yeah. Man, I gained 10 pounds eating the red and the green M&Ms, bro. I gained 10 pounds so quick with those. I'll chop it up today. How you brothers been for the week, man?
Oh, we've been good. We've been
good.
Good. We can't ignore the ratings. I mean, this light skin thing is working for me and Derik.
I heard it's more market. Where do we start?
Yo, what's up? Welcome back to Let's Chop It Up. Please follow us on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Like and subscribe, tell a friend, ring the bell, ring us in, and catch us every week at 9 p.m. on Wednesdays. My brothers, it's been 7 days. How you been, man? Talk to me. What's up, Derik?
Hey, what's going on, D? I hope everybody's been, real cool and everything. Beautiful since we last got together like this. It's just been cooling, man. Getting into my husband and fatherly duties. Big thing. I've been out with my goddaughter, helping her get a car. She got her first new car today, so I'm really excited about the first new used car. But it's her first car.
It's new to her. It's new to her.
She made a nice, reliable purchase. We did a lot of research, and so I helped her with that. And I'm feeling very daddy-fied right now. You know what I mean? Really cool. So and just doing that, man, and putting time in with the family. Putting time in with the wife. We enjoyed ourselves this weekend. A little karaoke. You know what I mean? I love karaoke. All right. And just living life, man. And I'm back here with y'all. Just cooling. So I'm happy for the day.
Yo, Derik. Yeah. Quickly, what was your first car? Year, make, and model.
It was a Ford Mustang. It was a tan Ford Mustang. This thing might have been like 78 or something like that, man, or 75 or something like this. Mind you, I was like, 18 at the time or something like that. So, that was my first one, man. It was a 4-cylinder Mustang.
Yo,
lowest Mustang you ever heard.
Yo, check it. I had a 1980 Oldsmobile Omega where you had to put the thumbtacks so the joints didn't fall down. Yeah, man. That's with 4-cylinder. You have to push it halfway and pull it the rest.
Exactly. Sip gas. You know what I mean? Yeah, there you go. So nothing like a first car, man.
Man.
Just in time college years. So that's what it is, man. So what's up with y'all, man? What's up, Rod?
What you had, D? What you say you had, D?
Nah, I had a Dodge Omni 024 with a ruffled window in the back. And my car, you remember that, Jay? And then my car, I remember we could start it without putting the key in. The ignition was so weak. Just turned the bitch and shit came on.
Rod, what you had? I know Rod had something fly probably.
Nah, my very first car was a 1977 Ford Thunderbird. My grandmother gave it to me. I probably had it like
a long joint, right?
Yeah, it was a boat, man. That thing was a boat, and I had it for like about a week, and it caught on fire.
Hey, that's a hoopy. Yeah.
No, let me tell you something. I was driving down the block, and I passed by my friends, like thinking I was fly, and they were screaming and yelling. I'm thinking everybody's waving, but they were telling me the car was on fire. And all of a sudden, I started seeing all this smoke. I pulled over, and sure enough, the car was on fire.
Oh, man.
And that was the last day that I had it of the week that I had it. But
Rodney's car is fire.
Yeah, my car was literally fire. But my first real car was a 1990 Jetta. That was my first real car.
That was a hot shit.
Yeah. And I had the rims on it too. I had the Fittipaldi rims. I don't know if y'all remember that. Yeah. I was the man.
Don't tell me you had the skirt.
You were the man.
No, I didn't have. I had a fin on the back. Yeah, I had a fin on the back. I didn't have a skirt. Right. I didn't have it all skirted out. No, but I had Fittipaldi rims. I got a fin on the back.
Jetta was a monster, boy.
It was.
It was back then. Yeah, it was. Yeah.
I remember I bought that car brand new. That car was $12,000 when I bought it. I'm showing my age though.
Wow.
Yeah. Kicked out though back then.
Brand new, $12,000.
Rappers made the Jetta.
Yeah, sure did.
It's light, right?
Yeah.
You can imagine how big ass is trying to get in the Jetta now.
I can't remember last time I seen a Jetta. Like,
I don't even think Volkswagen don't even make it no more, right?
They don't make Jettas. They probably make Jettas anymore.
If our big asses got in the Jetta, it looked like a baby's coming out of an egg. Me and Rob go.
Yeah, we probably would tip it over trying to get out of it.
Like a clown car.
Yeah.
Jetto's a dope ass car though, man.
Yeah, it was.
Rod, how was your week? What's the deal?
What's the deal?
My week was two things. I got a little older in the last week. I had a birthday.
Happy birthday, my brother.
I had a birthday, so I'm happy. Thank God I made another year healthy and in my right mind. Not everybody would probably agree with that, but you know. And the thing is, we had a crisis. Yeah, we had a crisis in my house today.
Oh, what happened?
I didn't get no nap. I didn't get a nap today. I was pissed. I'm not 100% right now because I didn't get my nap for showing off, right?
That's right, for getting fly.
Nah, but other than that, I had a pretty just laid back week. You know what I mean? Ain't nothing else happened. Everything's good. Thank God.
Cool.
Kelvin, what's up with you, bro?
First of all, it's freezing. It's break out here.
Thank you.
What up, Cold Jam? What up, Shauna?
November came in foul. You know what I mean? November came in foul. But I got to tell you something.
Thank you, Shauna.
I don't want everybody to think that I'm always, the one with the attitude. But I'm going to tell you, this is going to sound really, really petty. But this is the foolishness. I gotta start with it. When I go, first of all, Dollar Tree is the most low budget store in America. Okay.
Well, it's called Dollar Tree.
Yeah. Okay, right. Okay, I'm very confused. That's true. You walk in the store. I don't know if is a grand opening or closing because it's never anything on the shelves, right? But this is my issue, and I want to say this across the board. I don't care if this sounds cheap or not. I have an issue with not getting my penny change. That is, I don't know if I've ever mentioned that before, but I have an issue. I'm checking out a Dollar Tree, and the dude is like, "I'm gonna have to owe you a penny." And I'm like, "How you gonna owe me when you don't know me?" I don't understand this thing. The penny is part of the change. I don't dismiss it. So my question is, why is it always got to be? I got to take the short. Why can't something be $1 and I give you 99 cents? Why it always seem like whenever somebody's shorted, it's on my end? I have an issue with the penny. I want my penny. I pick up pennies in the street. My grandfather, who lived through the Great Depression, was like, if he saw you walk past a penny, you had to get a lecture. You bitch, you don't need no penny. So you get enough of them, it's gonna be $1. So that's the foolishness. I want to say to every store owner and vendor out there, I want my penny. I don't want to have a conversation about the penny. I don't want to have we don't got no change. I don't want to have none of that. I want my penny. Now, am I foul or what?
No, I feel you. I feel you, Kelvin.
You got a change jar at home, don't you? You know what I mean?
I do.
Yeah, that's what
But Derek, this will get me. The fact, not just that you're gonna try to keep it, the fact like it ain't no conversation. Most of the time, it's like they close the register.
Kelvin, I've been in a situation before where I'm supposed to get like a penny change back, and they ask me, "Do I want the penny?" And I always say to them, "It's mine. Give it to me.
Right,
it's mine. Give me you. Do I want it? Yeah, I want to give it to me.
Right,
because I want to take it.
Have a survey about that.
Yeah, because I want to take it and put it in the ashtray in my car. That's what I want to do.
Right.
It's yours.
It's mine.
You want to throw it in the ocean. It's still yours to do it.
It's still technically it's mine.
Remind me of a dude I was in college with owed me $5. I'm like, "Yo, Will, you got my $5? If you need it." I'm like, "What?" I'm like, "It wasn't if I need." We almost had a fight behind that. We almost if I need it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you need $5 in college.
We're gonna address borrowing money later on, but I understand that now. I'm telling you, D, what's up with you? What's the deal with you?
Man, I'm all right, man. I had a good I'm kind of under the weather, man. Got a little cold. Shauna, and Lisa, we work with kids and stuff like that, and these damn kids don't came to the damn program with a cold, and I got a cold. I'm sucking on these damn cough drops, my throat is sore. I can't stand it. If your kid nose is running, keep his ass home. Or her ass home. If she's coughing, keep her ass home. I know you don't like them, but don't bring them to me. don't do that shit, man. Just keep the ass home, man. Like, sneeze, the kids supposed to wear a mask. The kids ain't gonna keep no mask on all the time. You gonna sneeze on something or whatever. So I'm messed up right now. I'm a little off there. Been up since 4:00. Damn, not feeling well, man.
That means you have a great show tonight.
I mean, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it, man. I'm gonna do it like Jordan did.
You're a trooper, brother. You're a trooper.
But everything's all good, man. It's all good, man. Watch the Colin Kaepernick joint too, man. I had a good time watching that this weekend too. The chance to watch that. That joint is dope. Show it
I didn't get around to it yet.
Show it to the kids. Show it to the kids. But speaking of entertainment, let's get on this chopping block. Oh no, chopping block, right? We up to the chopping block segment. Kelvin, got anything else? You good?
Nah, that was it. That's all I wanted to really break down.
All right, let's get on this chopping block thing, man. Rodney Wilson, founding member of the Gap Band, is dead at 73. The Gap Band was on dope. Everybody knows Charlie Wilson and those guys like that. That's what the Gap Band. That's
Wasn't you dropped the bomb on me? That's them, right?
You dropped the bomb on me,
which was basically which was radio friendly burn rubber, basically. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? It was the same exact beat, same exact song, just different lyrics and whatnot.
Charlie Wilson.
Yeah.
Right there. Rodney Wilson.
Charlie, Rodney, and Robert, man.
Yep.
I remember.
But you know what? I'll say this: those songs are timeless. You go to a barbecue now, put that on, it holds up.
I remember being a young dude, man, spinning my older brother's records, man. They had a little set, set up in the garage, and we get up there and I play the Gap Band, man. And I used to love that, man. That was one of my favorite. That was my favorite group, Burn Rubber. My favorite song, man. Love that, man. Ooh, man.
When I had a Gap Band music, I think about drinking some Schaefer beer.
Oh yeah, Brian Gold.
Do they still make that?
Hell no, I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I don't think so. I haven't seen Schaefer beer.
They still make Pabst Blue Ribbon. They still make that.
No.
That's close.
I remember my friend's father used to drink pink champagne.
Hell yeah.
That was Fancy Ripple.
That's exactly what it was.
Yeah, Fancy Ripple.
Pink champagne, man.
I can't fuck with that.
But rest in peace to the brother.
Yeah.
Rest in peace. But speaking of more entertainment music news, Jay-Z was introduced into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. He had a great speech. He shouted out one thing that people say, even though him and Dame Dash got beef, he shouted out Dame Dash. He shouted out Biggs and Big Daddy Kane. People got KRS-One. People that helped him build who he was.
Yeah. Rakim, Chuck D,
Rakim, all of them. Yeah, all of them, man. He gave him a shout out. So thoughts, gentlemen?
Yeah, I love his peer group. I didn't hear the speech, but I know that's his peer group. He listen, Jay-Z is an MC. You know what I mean? He's our peer, he's our age, he's from our time and our neck of the woods. And he knows what it is. That was New York hip hop. That's what it was, and it's good to see him pay homage, man. Listen, they need to do that. They need to do more of that. We need more characters. We need more people of his caliber stepping forward and just reaching back and showing what's up. He had this one line said when he was saying when he mentioned the Cold Cuts brothers, right? You know what I mean? I think it was like, I'm doing this because y'all just
what they did to the Cold Crush.
Yeah, for ripping them off. Yeah,
exactly. You know what I mean? So he knows, and we all know who those people are. We know. So there was a whole generation of rappers that came before him that never got their light because hip hop was still building. So it's just great to see him recognize the moment and reach out to his level, reach out to his peer group, and put everybody on stage with him. It's good for the culture, good for the art form.
I thought it was an excellent speech. I like the fact that he and LL went in on the same night, and the fact that he acknowledged that LL was one of his heroes. You know what I mean? And so I think that was monumental. I was not surprised that he mentioned Dame Dash, and a lot of people were. I just wasn't. I just, for some reason, just thought he was going to mention it. You can't tell his story without him, and the fact that he, it would really look foul not to mention him, because I think Dame Dash had a real large part of Jay-Z's success early on. Yes. And I like the fact, I don't know if you've heard the follow-up, but they've asked Dame Dash, and he said he's ready to squash the beef behind that. He really thought it was a beautiful moment. Yeah. And I thought that was good. You know what I mean? And realistically, they could probably just sit down and hash this out in 5 minutes. You know what I mean? And that's just what it is. I think sometimes people just feel almost like the Scottie Pippen, Michael Jordan stuff that's gotten so foul right now. Sometimes you just better understanding the part you played in each other's lives. But ego sometimes takes over. But I thought it was a great speech, and I thought the way he was presented was excellent. I mean, he had Obama on the screen, obviously Beyonce, and so many people paid homage to him, and he deserved it. To come from where he comes from, and to make it the way he made it to is a monumental accomplishment. So congratulations to him. And I know a lot of people feel that it's an issue between he and I over the Beyonce thing, whatever like that. That's all settled. That's all settled. Tell her, be with him. You know what I'm saying? I got to do the show. So, everything is good though.
I agree with Sean on that one.
Yeah, you think Dame is more petty, huh?
Yeah. I've been around Dame Dash. He could be an asshole sometimes.
Okay.
I agree with Sean on that one.
Yeah.
Well,
that's what's up. I think what it is, Rodney. I think what it is a lot of it is the age. You've had a little bit of time to distance yourself from the youth, and you can see a bigger part of the picture. See the picture, the bigger picture now. Due to age. Mm-hmm. So, yeah. What you saying, Rodney?
No, I'm just glad he got him, inducted to the Hall of Fame. I thought it was a great speech. I was surprised that he mentioned Dame Dash. I thought it was a class act move, though, because like Kelvin said, he wouldn't be there without them. What they built will probably never be done again in rap. Do I think that they will mend things? I don't know. I kind of see maybe they have grown apart at this stage. And maybe they probably be cool again. Yeah. But the thing is to go back to where they were. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that's ever going to happen.
No,
I think, I think that they basically moved on. But there's one thing I can always say about Jay-Z, that Blueprint album was a monster. That was a monster. He should have got in just for that. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
But I thought it was a class act move on his part to give Dame and Biggs a shout out.
Reasonable doubt he could have got in on.
Yeah, that's true too. That's true. But my favorite was the Blueprint.
Yeah, Blueprint. Yeah, me too.
Yeah. So
I agree with you on that one.
But I thought it was a class move because he could have been petty and not went up there, accepted it, and not said a word about them. He could have did that, but he chose not to. So I thought that was grown man of him to do that.
Right, definitely.
And like this guy said, the shout out to all the old school guys because they were inspiring in his career. I'm sure they probably gave him a lot of advice when he was coming up and stuff like that, and all that contributed to his success.
Right. Definitely.
Yeah. But that's it. That's all I got to say on that.
Cool. Regina King was honored at the TLC Chinese Theater for her legacy in Hollywood. This sister here, man, we seen her come up when she was on 227, right? That was the first time we all got her with her. Regina King.
227. That's right.
She produced.
And who was her boyfriend, Rodney?
I can't remember his Kelvin. There you go, Kelvin.
No, it was Calvin. How you gonna say Kelvin?
Kelvin?
I can't believe so. He Calvin and he get my name, and I'm Kelvin. I get.
Yeah, I
forgot all about that shit.
Yeah, funny looking Kelvin. That's what to me he was funny looking. But it's amazing how we saw her grow up into this amazing woman that she is today, and a powerhouse at that. Too. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like you big when you're doing Cadillac commercials and you're directing the commercial yourself. That's huge. That's huge. That's how I knew that. That's when I knew Kevin Hart was going to blow up when he was starting doing those Ford commercials. That's when I knew he was getting there.
And what she did with the Boondocks is amazing too. I mean,
the voices.
Yeah. That's true.
Yeah. That's true. And she's about to be in that Harder They Fall.
Yeah, she's.
That comes on tonight.
It's out already today. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for those who don't know, it's a Black Western on Netflix, right?
Yep. Okay. And all you ladies, Idris Elba was in it, so you can go check it out.
And I think Desmond Lindo, Regina King, and who else?
And my man that played in Lovecraft Country, the one that played Tick.
Boy, what's his name?
I forgot his name, but he's in that joint too.
Yeah.
So women, y'all got something to watch tonight.
Yeah, she's definitely a woman when you meet her. Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely.
And she's about to do something
for being an asshole.
And she's about to direct My Friends movie coming out in probably 2023. So,
Shauna, it was good. Oh, Shauna said it was nice.
She said it was great.
Yeah.
Shauna, how you watching today? You must have been at work.
Don't say you snitching, D.
I'm dry snitching.
Yeah. You don't know what time that woman had. She could have been in, you don't know.
On a Zoom call. You watching that joint?
Yeah, maybe on a low.
All right. Oh hell no! Ice Cube reportedly walks away from $9 million movie project due to the vaccine mandate. Man, they could have shot me with damn HIV maybe.
Damn. God.
Yo, you know what's cool? The fact that he can afford to walk away. Like,
Correct.
That's a good look.
Correct.
That's a good look. And you can afford to say, you know what, $9 million, I'm good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You go back to straight out of Compton. They was making no money, he said, and he had stood his ground there too. It was like, yo, I'm not signing the contract. So, hats off to Ice Cube. You know, if you got the ability, that's what money and capital should do, give you that ability to have options, to make choices.
Yeah, Kelvin, I'll say it for you, Kelvin. He has fuck you money.
Yeah. That's the whole purpose of getting rich, so that you don't have to.
There you go.
You don't have to abide by other people's rules. You don't have to listen to them.
There you
go. And like I said, $9 million seems like a lot of money to maybe us, regular people, but I'm sure $9 million probably ain't shit to Ice Cube. He obviously walked away from it. You know,
Ice Cube himself in position. You have to give a lot of these brothers credit to come from. I'm talking about low income housing, some of the most dangerous neighborhoods, and wind up being in positions where they are, globally recognized in entertainment and finances. It's a great thing. It's a great thing, and that hunger a lot of times can propel you to that. You have that drive and thing. That's why I admire people like LL. When there were no rap labels and you kicked the door open, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Stuff like that you found a way to actually do something that you've never even seen really accomplished before is amazing.
Yeah. But you guys noticing a little pattern here? Everybody black that talks about not making taking the vaccine gets put on blast by the media. When today the news broke that Aaron Rodgers wasn't vaccinated and he caught COVID.
I have to say that, even looking at the branding and the commercials and things like that, I look at it is a lot different. I have to say, even the way they brand it to the neighborhoods. And I'm wondering what other neighborhoods have done regarding the vaccine. I mean, all I hear is about the black community not taking it, but I don't hear about, Asian, Indian. I don't hear about anybody else, but there's this big push. And so I do agree with that, Rodney. Now, to me, it's falling in line with just about everything else in disparities when it comes to white-black issues. We always get painted in a light that's always less than. But yeah, the thing with Aaron Rodgers, I had not heard it. And I think you mentioned before Lamar Jackson, it was heavily reported about him. And we didn't even know about Aaron Rodgers. And Aaron Rodgers pretty much has been able to do whatever he's wanted to do in his league.
Correct.
Organization, I have to say that. That is true.
And he openly admitted he wasn't taking it because he has been taking stuff to boost his immunity and whatever. But let's see if Stephen A. Smith and them go after Aaron Rodgers on their show.
Oh, go after the bad.
Yeah, but the thing is, I see the pattern here. I saw it coming before. Mm-hmm. When you're black and you stand up for something, they're going to come for you. You didn't even know Aaron Rodgers, the star quarterback, was not even vaccinated and he's playing in the league. You know what I'm saying? And this hasn't slipped out. But we're going to destroy Kyrie Irving's career. You know what I mean? We made a big deal of Lamar Jackson, Cam Newton, the girl from the Black Panther. I mean, there's a lot of difference. It seems like the media is painting as though black people are the only people that don't want to take the vaccine. You would never think that. And I believe there's a lot more people that haven't taken it, just not voicing it. They're
probably
quiet. Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
I think the curtain is going to come back on that. I think
it is. Just give it time. Things come out. Just give it some time.
That's really is a lot of conservative white folks, obviously, that are not for the vaccine. Unfortunately, it's like it's a two-pronged attack. It's like if you're black and you are, you don't want the vaccine, and they try to paint you with, conservative in a conservative light. Like, I have a feeling like it's, listen, you like the white people that don't want to take
it. You're radical. You're radical.
Yeah, you're radical. You know what I mean? It's like, nah, man. Something about it. It just
well, you know what? What I don't want people to do is look at our community like we don't understand what's going on. Like, I'm vaccinated, but I look at these commercials that come on, and there's one commercial, and ladies like, my friend, she helped with the vaccine, and she's black. And I went to get a doctor to give me the shot, and he's black. And they're black. I mean, like, don't just exploit the people like that. It's just, you know what I mean? With people have their hesitancy or whatever, and that's just it, regardless of their race and stuff like that. I always said this. Listen, I don't mind whatever rules are, just as long as they cross the board. and coverage is never going to be across the board. That's why I tell them it's so important to listen to Let's Chop It Up, because that's what we're going to do. We're going to bring it to you unbiased, live and direct.
There you go. Yeah. There you go. You know,
R. Kelly has Bill Cosby's lawyer to appeal sex trafficking conviction. All right.
Best lawyer.
I'm not.
Best lawyer money can buy.
I mean, R. Kelly really got enough money still? I mean, I don't know.
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Where the money coming from? He still got money? Man.
Okay, all right. So this is the thing I don't understand. Now I don't understand completely, some of the legal nuances of this. What I do know is R. Kelly married an underage woman and he knew it. So R. Kelly's a pedophile. So we get that. I think they're talking about the racketeering and all that stuff like that he's supposed to be challenging. Mm-hmm. To me, if you're a pedophile, you belong in jail. That's enough right there. Like, if you didn't belong in jail for this, you definitely belonged in jail for that. You need to go to jail for Aaliyah. You need to go to jail retroactively. You need to go back. I'm just saying, like, I don't understand. And again, like I said, there's some legal things that's going on there. But the reality of it is the man is sick. And you could take all this energy and effort to hire new attorneys. Why could you take some of that energy and effort to get some counseling because you're a pedophile? That's what I never got. That's what I just don't understand.
But he had a problem, probably. You didn't know. You never saw he had a problem.
No accountability.
Please, I don't want to hear nobody in our community acting like the man is Mandela or somebody. Please, all right. Yeah. I don't want to hear no save R. Kelly rallies, please.
Well, you know why he married Aaliyah. He married Aaliyah because if she was his wife, she couldn't testify against him because he was having sex with her underage.
I heard that.
Yeah, that's the reason he married Aaliyah. But the thing is, like, you can hire Bill Cosby's lawyer all you want and try to go after the racketeering case. The circumstances of Bill Cosby's case and his case are totally night and day, in my opinion. I mean, Bill Cosby got off because they used something against him that they weren't supposed to. But the over 50 witnesses that testified against R. Kelly, those are real. Those people were victims.
Right.
Like I say, I am surprised that he can afford Bill Cosby's lawyer, but we don't know how much money R. Kelly has. But R. Kelly should never see the streets again, in my opinion. That's just my opinion.
Didn't Bill Cosby have how many witnesses came forward for Bill Cosby though? You know what I mean? So it's like,
I don't think it was 50.
No, I mean, but listen, when you get past a certain number, it just starts to get redundant.
Yeah.
I mean? So it's like, it would be 50 or 500. It's like at that point, it's just, it's just sort of redundant.
R. Kelly had men coming against him too.
Correct.
Women.
Correct.
Yeah, men.
They was breaking God code, so that was a little extra.
No, he was having young boys have sex with people and all that kind of
stuff.
No,
you serious? I didn't know that part.
No, that's not breaking God code.
That's not breaking God code. He was wilding out. He was filming them and shit and all that kind of wild shit. Nah, man.
Wow, man. Nah,
this dude is a monster. This dude is a monster, period.
And they were coming forth saying that they had done it.
What?
Damn.
Yeah, he done it. Yeah, they was
following it. It was just too much for me, man.
R. Kelly was wild out, man.
Yeah, he's got to burn that shit, man. Cosby had 60 accusers, according to our producer. There you go, 60 or 600. You know what I mean? He's right there in that same street. So that's why R. Kelly hired the lawyer. He got a little experience in it.
I wasn't that impressed with Bill Cosby's attorney. I like the first attorney he had, the female one. She was a beast. This guy,
the first time.
I think that's the one he hired.
Yeah, he had the white woman. Right? He had the white woman.
No. I'm talking about a black female attorney he had that was on CNN one time.
Is that the one that got him out the first time?
You know what I'm talking about? She blew me away. But the black dude with the glasses that walked out of jail with him this time, that guy didn't seem that impressive to me. But again, I'm not in the courtroom.
Is the lawyer's name Jennifer Bonjean or something like that? Or Bonjean?
Who?
Because that's who he's hiring.
Okay, no, I don't know that one. I don't know the first lady, that lady's name, but she was phenomenal.
Okay.
I thought he's hiring the guy that just got him off of this.
No, this is a female that he's hiring.
Yeah, the female.
Well, I'll tell you something. You must be a great lawyer. You're going to go against that New York Southern District who has like a 98, 99% conviction rate and unlimited resources. So, good luck with that. But I believe R. Kelly if you are having any type of inappropriate relationship with children, you need to go to jail. And that's where I stand on that. You could be a great musician and need to go to jail. That's it.
That should go without saying, honestly. But
Right.
No. Not with Step in the Name of Love still out there. Oh,
no. Do you still play at the barbecue?
Now people still getting married, brother. Oh, no.
Yeah.
Have you been officiating any R. Kelly? Have you heard it at any receptions?
Since then?
Yeah.
No, I will be going to a wedding, officiating a wedding next week, and I'll let you know.
Okay. Yo, Kelvin, I can ask you a question.
Sure.
When you officiate weddings, you stay for the reception and eat all their food and hang out?
So funny that you say that. It's so funny that you say that. So what happens is most of the time, out of just a common courtesy, I'm invited to the reception. Mm-hmm. I often don't stay because oftentimes people, they see you dance and you officiated it. It's this big issue, whatever. So I usually don't stay. I usually stay, do the grace for the food, and then leave. But I do appreciate if somebody recognizes that I could stay. So one time I go, all right, and this is just the natives. I don't even care. I hope they watch it. So I was really probably in my early 20s, and I get there, right? And I get to the reception hall, and I'm looking at a seating chart. So I'm like, excuse me, where's my seat? Oh, we didn't think you was going to stay. Mm-hmm. So I ain't got a seat. Then the people gave me when I started, I didn't know how you charge somebody for that. I got an envelope with $30 in it. $30. Now the marriage license was $30 back then. Okay, so now, right? So $30. So then while I go with my $30, they made a mistake and put the receipt for the stretch navigator, and it was $800. They paid $800 for the stretch navigator, and I got $30 to make sure that they was actually married. So right, I do have some stories. I got one story with a groom was 2.5 hours late. The groom. Wow.
He was probably rethinking it.
Yeah. Or he would have side action for the last piece.
Well, you know why, Kelvin?
Let me tell you something. That's what the bride's father pretty much thought, because he was tight. I mean, yeah, it was interesting.
You know why I asked you that question?
Why?
Because I know if I officiated weddings, I would stay for every wedding, party, dance, and get drunk. I know it for a fact. I would do that. So they be like, yo, the Reverend was off the hook.
The wedding crasher, right?
Yeah. Now I would have been invited, but I'd have been officiating. Then I'd have went in there and I'd have partied like it was 1999. I'd have went there and tore the place down.
Like a Catholic priest.
Yeah.
Catholic priest. I'm just saying, they get drunk and listen.
Free food, free drinks. Hey, man,
Yeah, my pastor and wife enjoyed my wedding reception. I paid him a couple $100 for his services. See, that's what it should be.
That's my frat brother, right, Shauna? I think that was my frat brother. Was it him?
I paid a couple $100 for my guy. My guy was like about 2 and change. I had to pay him.
Yeah, I think Shauna. I'm not sure. That was my frat brother. I think the dude with the sucker. I'm not sure if that's the same.
I didn't know you then, Kelvin. I didn't know you then.
Let me tell you this: when I do weddings for the natives, okay. You may get paid if somebody get a chance. When I do it for the non-natives or lighter skinned natives, the father of the bride runs to my car before I can get out. Oh, by the way, here this go. Mm-hmm. You know, but I love my people, D.
You know, right on, brother, right on. Man, the natives got me tight. They shooting fireworks at right now. Yeah, I can't make this. It's November. I don't know what you celebrating on November 3rd.
And D, no matter how you try, you know they celebrating Eric Adams.
Yep,
that's right. That's right. My frat brother. That's right. Reverend Anderson. That's right. But anyway, we're going to our first commercial break, man. Jamie, take us to commercial, please.
Hi, I'm Dawn Kelly, and I'm the founder and CEO of The Nourish Spot, a healthy food and beverage haven in Southeast Jamaica, Queens. Chosen in 2019 as Micro Business of the Year by the U.S. Small Business Administration. My adult children, Jade and Owen Duncan, and I established the Nourish Spot to provide affordable access to healthy produce, to help our neighbors combat chronic diseases, to provide jobs for a diverse community youth. And it's no secret that small businesses play a critical role in the local economy. It's also proven that community is vital to the growth of small businesses. So come, let us nourish you at the Nourish Spot. We're open Monday through Friday, 9:30 to 6, and Saturdays, 10 to 6 p.m.
Welcome back to Let's Chop It Up. Please follow us on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Like, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. So, man, we got the the holiday. When do you bring people over to meet your family and stuff like that, man? When do y'all start doing that, man, for the holidays? Do you bring people over?
I don't bring nobody to bring me. My folks not married like hell. I don't got no new friends like that. You know what I mean? So, but when I was when I was unattached, I had to, that had to be very serious, man. I know Thanksgiving is the big time for people. If you see somebody's parents over Thanksgiving, that's huge, man. That's huge. So I think there was only maybe one or two that I ever met, who met the folks, around Thanksgiving. That's bigger than Valentine's Day, man. For real.
Yeah, I mean that's something. I just experienced it with my nephew, who came home from the Air Force for the first time in about 1.5 years, 2 years, and he brought his girlfriend with him. And you kind of anxious or excited to see who he selected. And I mean, we couldn't have been happier. I mean, the girl is such a sweetheart. She's also in the Air Force, and I mean, so respectful. You know what I mean? Yeah. So respectful. They went and met her parents first in Chicago. Then they came here to New York. And I mean, she's a delight. She is certainly a delight. So it was big. And although it wasn't the holidays, I just think bringing someone home to meet the people, you're trying to merge two worlds. And there's the people that raised you, they love you.
Right.
Now you want to know how they take to the person that you now love. And so that's very interesting. And sometimes it's a swing and a miss, and sometimes it's a big hit, and for everybody whose mother is still involved, I'm sure that's a real nerve-wracking proposition, mothers have this real tight, relationship with their sons. And you get some mothers where nobody's good enough for their son. So,
first impression, man, that's a huge first impression. And you see whoever you brought, man, they're on their best behavior. You're on your best behavior. Everybody's on their best behavior except for your own family. If they're going to your house, if they're going to your family, what if you're going to their family? What's that like, for you? That's nerve wracking. That's got to be nerve wracking.
But what is it when you meet somebody's father? Like when you've had to go meet your when you were dating your wife, Derik, or any of you, when you met the father, how was that?
I got good reviews because I learned from an early age how to shake a man's hand properly and how to look him in the eye. You know, that first 3 seconds of meeting is very, very important, and I knew that from a very early age. So I come here and say, "Hey, how you doing, Mr. So and So?" Nice firm grip, look him in the eye, chest out, looking at him, and I'm a fairly tall guy, you know, so I'm looking down, either looking down or looking at him eye level usually, and then okay, that's a very respectful young man, you know. You know, and there's, you know how it is, you know, you pull him in, they let him know, you know, I'm right here in your space, I'm real. And a lot of times they were like, okay, well, you know what, that's a good young man, you know. What's going on with him? You know, so I did okay with that.
Derik, you and D have boys. What about you, Rodney? You got boys and girls. So when it comes to the young boy that's interested in your daughter, how does that go?
Fuck all that other shit. I try to intimidate. No, I'm serious. I do. I try to intimidate my girlfriend, my daughter's boyfriends.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I want to let them know. I want to let them know that this is not going to be an easy ride. You know, and you know, my daughter. My oldest daughter, well, I only got one daughter that's really has a boyfriend or whatever, but they know what time it is. I don't play that, you know. And Derik has a very valid point. If you shake my hand very limp, I know you're weak.
Right.
You give me a firm handshake like a man. You let me know you're a man too, you know. Right. But I make it hard for them, you know.
And I think you should. I think that's part of it. I think that's tradition.
Yeah.
They need to know there's somebody that has this girl's best interest at heart.
Correct.
And like the thing is, you love her. You don't love them.
Correct.
You love her. You know what I'm saying?
Correct. No, I don't make it easy. I mean, I'm not in there threatening them and grabbing them by the collar. But
how about meeting someone's father and 3 brothers? Listen.
Yeah.
Listen, it's the same concept.
She does have 3 brothers.
I've been there. I've been there too. It's the same exact concept. You gotta let them know. You do that 4 times. You know what I mean? And mean it 4 times. You know what I mean? Right in there among them. You don't shy away. If they sitting in the living room like waiting on you, you see what you're gonna intimidate them. You sit right in the middle. You know what I mean? And man up. You know, because they're there for reasons. Let them know you're there for a reason too.
One of the young boy has gout. You know, you can't give a good handshake.
Well, I'm gonna straighten it out when I grab his hand. I'm gonna straighten it right out. But I'm gonna tell you a story. When I first met my daughter's boyfriend, he asked me, you know, should I call you Rodney or should I call? I said, motherfucker, you better call me Mr. Mitchell.
Exactly.
I mean, you want to call me fucking Rodney? You know what I mean? Are you kidding me? Me and you ain't friends. No, you call me Mr. Mitchell.
Yep.
Until I see, you know, you're gonna be around for a little while.
Yep.
Then we talk about Rodney. Get the fuck out of here. You gonna call me Rodney? It's crazy. These kids today are out of their minds.
No.
You know what? All your younger daughters got to do is just show this episode. They ain't got to do nothing else but just show this episode to the dude.
That's real talk. That's real talk though. But I remember I wasn't even dating a girl. My homegirl living in Harlem. The father wasn't used to a guy with being polite. So when I called the house, the dude thought I was gay. I was just say hello, good evening. And the father thought I was gay. I said, what do you mean? I said, I don't think I said hello, good evening. Your father on the phone. Answer the phone. He said, yeah, but he ain't not used to that kind of. I said, what kind of guy you date?
Exactly. Yeah.
What kind of yo motherfucker, your daughter here? Like, I'm like, where that bitch at?
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? I'm like, I swear, I was so crazy.
I'm blaming you for that, dude. I'm blaming you because you be going to the bad neighborhoods, and I mean, people, you know,
he was
brothers Crips. And
he was expecting you to come with your pants under your ass too.
Yeah, but
exactly.
This is the 90s, so you know what's gonna. But it's like, come on, man. Like, it was bugged out, man. I just don't get it, man. I mean, but you said it all best, man. You gotta be respectful, grip, look a man in the eye.
Yeah. Look me.
But maybe they wasn't taught that. The only thing with some of these young boys, they wasn't taught that. We grew up around men.
You're 100% right. You're 100% right. Mm-hmm. Definitely. But that's going to tell you by you not shaking my hand firm that you're not around another man.
Mm-hmm.
Right. You know?
Yep.
Yeah, but that's like, I mean, like, you know, manhood is, man, you don't get me started. So it's almost criminal sometimes for your kids to be a man now, man. It feels like, you know what I mean? For you to just instill in them the thing that, you know, you start dealing with phrases like toxic masculinity and all this other stuff, man, you know. And to a degree, yes, I know a lot of the things that we learned when we were younger Probably, it's not all good. I mean, we have to tone some of that down, but but we're talking about certain things, man. I just feel that are just essential for young men. How to shake a man's hand, how to tie a tie, how to walk and look at a man right, in the eye, how to use proper English. Let's start there, So yeah, I mean, it's just certain things, man, that just a part and parcel with the same attitude that comes along with the masculinity that they're also saying is toxic at times. So I don't know where they're coming from, but I just feel bad sometimes. I don't really know what to do with my kids sometimes. I know I teach my children. I try to teach. I know my oldest son, he's 19 right now. I taught him how to tie a tie. I taught him how to, do all of the stuff and as much as I could, But a lot of it, also comes naturally. A lot of it just comes naturally. It's just your natural nature, and it's just, and I don't know. It seems like even that is to a degree being suppressed somehow. So I don't really know how to attack it sometimes. I'm glad I'm married. I'm glad I don't have young girls or something right now. I don't know about the young guys right now. I don't know how they're gonna find good mates. So I don't know. Yeah.
All right. What's your worst story? What's your worst story about Thanksgiving or meeting somebody, family around Christmas?
I'll be honest with you, when I was younger, long time ago, I didn't want to go to any of my girlfriend's house because I couldn't be at two places at one time because obviously I had more than one girlfriend. But
a long time ago.
Long time ago. It's not now. It's when I was young. I used to tell all my girlfriends that, hey man, I do Thanksgiving and Christmas at my house. But I didn't even want to put myself under that type of pressure. Yeah. That's me keeping it 100% though.
Yeah.
What about you, D?
I got stuff similar to Rodney on that. Like, you can't go to your side chick. This is a long time ago.
Yeah, long time ago.
When I was running the streets. But no, only thing I have a funny Thanksgiving story is my father. Yeah, people start drinking, they start bringing shit alive. Your families have different kind of conversation. You got the grown folks table, you got the kids table, and all kind of shit like that. And this is the first time when I found out birth control doesn't work. So my father, they talking about having kids and all this other stuff, people having kids. And my father gets up in the middle of the fucking, it seemed like the whole shit just got quiet. The TV, the game went down low. And the motherfucker said, birth control don't work. How the fuck you think D is here? And everybody looks at me. I'm like, I'm the mistake baby. I said, everybody gonna be yelling, test tube baby. It's hilarious. True fucking story, man. Thanks,
and they probably, when they got mad, they probably said, that's why daddy didn't want you.
That just means you was the destined, D.
Yeah,
destined.
My sister used to tease me before. She used to say you adopted. I used to really think that shit. Like,
so you had the family members get drunk and start telling stuff.
No, my shit should be funny, man. We crack jokes with anybody. I don't get it. Everybody can get it. It don't matter. Ain't nothing off limits, man.
Yeah.
How about you, Kelvin? Any crazy shit?
You know what? I think I remember picking up a young lady once, and we were actually going back to college together, and I met her family for the first time. And I've had, this is so interesting. I've had two experiences. One where it's like, no matter what happened, this is a scary thing. And I don't know if you've ever seen this, where you've had some fathers that were had like an unhealthy thing regarding their daughters. You ever seen that, where it's like almost the person it's almost like a power struggle or a jealousy with the daughter. You know what I mean? Like they don't want not like you're a bad guy. They just don't want the daughter to be with nobody. Where they almost lord over their children. I've had that before. Then I've been in a situation where I was actually being nice to somebody, and the mother tried to put me through the ringer, and I wasn't even interested in the daughter. Like, you know what I'm saying? I mean, the brother pushed up on me like, yeah, anybody would date my sister. I'm like, my man, have you seen your sister? Like your sister looks like a chia pet. It is no disrespect.
She's a regular at the corner social.
Yeah.
God damn, that night, man. That shit, I'm traumatized.
So funny, D, I went by there maybe 3 weeks ago, just passing it, and you're right. That was an aberration because nobody looked like that just lined up on it, but nobody.
I know.
We went firework night. That's what it was.
It was firework. It looked like Rodney took us to the precinct and we looking at mugshots. Everybody laughed. I was like, God damn, there's a bunch of ugly ass. I ain't never seen that many ugly ass women.
Yo, be nice, fellas. Be nice.
I know I ain't the best looking motherfucker, but God damn.
Oh, man.
All look like broken crayons, and you don't use them shit. This is horrible. Never seen a bunch of ugly women, man, like that, man. They were aggressive. They coming over a table full of 4 over 6 foot tall gentlemen. I just can't get over that. Like they can, hey, what's up? What y'all doing? What y'all drinking?
Yeah,
but I mean, I was like, oh shit. No shit like that. Never seen much ugly women so aggressive in my life, man.
No, we did stand out in there. I mean, there's no way you couldn't notice us, especially when we were coming in. You know.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, but god damn, man. Ooh, that's no shit. Let me go. Let me move on.
Yeah, Shorty said don't bring a guest over our house unless you've been dating for a year.
That's true.
That's true too. That's true.
That's true. That's real fact.
You shouldn't bring a guy, girl that you're seeing or whatever to your family and you just met them or you only been in a relationship with them for like a month or whatever. Because you don't even know if they're sticking around. You know why you're going to bring them to your family and all that stuff.
Right. That's a lot of pressure, man. That's a whole lot of pressure.
Yeah.
You got to really know where you stand with this person or know that they are really going to be with you before you start inviting.
Any of y'all got a guy in your family that every time we bring a new chick around, this the one?
Yeah.
Oh, this the one, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Come on,
yeah, bro.
This the one like your other 3 wives, guy. Knock it off.
She wake up in the morning. This the one.
Other ones she's breathing. She's the one.
This the one. Yeah, man. Anyhow, man. Last night was election night across the board everywhere, man. Here in New York City, Eric Adams was elected mayor of New York City. Second black man, because the other guy was the governor, Patterson, right? So yeah,
David Dinkins was
he was the number 1. So this is our second one right here, man. So what you think about this brother Eric Adams?
We have to give it some time and see. We don't know if it's going to be politics as usual or it's going to be a different tone. But I mean, in that debate, I kind of picked up that Kelvin ran out of here. But in the debate, he kind of like he gave a lot of favor to De Blasio. So De Blasio helped him out. Politics is politics, but it's to me we have to wait and see what he's going to do. You know what I mean? Especially with the police department. That's going to be the interesting part, considering that he's former law enforcement. He's a retired captain from NYPD. So we have to just wait and see.
Right, that's the question. So you say you're going to be for the police department. So he got 2 things. You got to get the police department in order. And also you got to figure out, and you say you're going to sit down with the, Kelvin having technical issues. He'll be back hopefully soon. Okay. He also got to deal with the whole mandate coming to see what's up. He said he's gonna sit down with the unions. What do you think is gonna happen? Is he gonna be able to do all in the first 100 days, or what do you think is gonna happen?
Well,
is he gonna reform the police department? How long do you think it's gonna take him to reform the police department? Of what we've seen over the George Floyd and everything going on too.
And what needs to be reformed in the police department? I keep hearing that. He's someone they're gonna reform. I'm a Long Islander, so no dog in the fight. But what needs to be reformed in the police department? Because I keep hearing about that too.
Well, the thing is, me personally, as far as the police department is concerned, I think kind of De Blasio is kind of leaving him a lot of problems. We're going to start with the mandate. A lot of people left the police department that were able to retire, so there was a mass exit out the door on that. Then there's people that actually resigned, and then there's people that have filed for the religious exemption, and that's supposed to expire in 30 days, and then they'll make a determination on whether they're going to keep their religious exemptions or they're going to waive them, and then they have to get the shot or leave. The thing is, Eric doesn't take over until January, so by then those 30 days will be up. So it's going to be interesting to see, but he's going to inherit a lot of problems. But as far as reforming the police, that's a difficult task because sometimes it's hard to change people's minds and views about the way they see things, even though they're not right, But I will tell you this: if he can fix it, if somebody can fix it, then he can, because he has He's former police, so he knows how the inner workings should work. You know, you're going to have to do some staff changing. You're going to have to set a different precedent, and you're going to have to hire a whole bunch of new people. That's another thing, because now the police department is a little bit depleted. A lot of people left, you know, just from retirement. Because if you had your 20 in or your 25 in, people left that they didn't want to take the shot. So he's got a big task on his hands, man. But I mean, I don't have all the answers. I mean, certain things I could probably give you a little bit of my opinion on it, but he's got a big task at hand.
So in essence, it seems like, you know, since you allude to like the mass exodus, it's almost like a clearing away of, you know, what was there before. He has a unique opportunity to change the culture in whatever way that, let's say, the culture needs to be changed, whatever procedures need to be changed. Now is a pretty good time for him, you know, because so many people have left. And it's just me again. It just seems, you know, it seems like, you know, now would be a good time if he was really up to the task, you know. So do you think that he's up to the task? You think he will succeed, or, you know, what are your thoughts on him and his stomach for it?
Yeah, I like I said, I don't know, because I've never seen him as the mayor before. You know what I mean? You touched on something about the culture of the police department. I believe the culture of the police department can be changed if you change the people in it. You know what I mean? To some degree. The unions are a big part of the problem with the culture. You know what I mean? Because they try to act like they got the cops' best interests at heart, but they don't. They don't. You know, they have their own best interests at heart. They're focused on their own agenda. You know, when it's time to get on a soapbox and grab some attention based on a case, that's what they do. You know, at the end of the day, they don't stop nothing. They really can't help you up to a certain degree, but they pretend that they do. That's part of the culture as well. You know, looking like, oh, we got your back. We got your back. You ain't got my back, man. You can't help me. You know, you can't help me.
It seems that they do, you know, just on the outside looking in as a person, it seems like everything can be blamed to catch a lot, you know, on the union. You know, cop goes and kills a 12-year-old boy, you know, and doesn't do any time, or, you know, it's always, the police union, you know, they really grabbed his you know, his defense. So on that note, you know, it seems like they do have a lot of pull and a lot of power, you know, when it comes to the average person. Do you think that what do you think Eric Adams will stand on that? You know, curbing some of that power. You know, do you think he has a stomach for that fight, or what? What's his? And I think he was borough president before, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was Brooklyn borough president.
Right. Yeah. You know, so what did Brooklyn like? What did he do in terms of Brooklyn? You know, does anybody know? Like, you know, because I think that would be a good instance, or a good measuring stick to see what he could possibly do as a mayor. You know.
Yeah.
I mean,
but controlling a borough, Derik, is a lot different from controlling a whole city.
Yeah. Right, but I'm speaking in terms of, you know, attitude. You know what I mean? You know, how he approaches things, because again, it is different. I think that there are different practicalities that come with being a mayor versus being a borough president. You know, I think maybe as a mayor you start dealing more with budgets and whatever else, you know, you got going on.
And a lot more politics involved in being a mayor.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
I mean, from what I've seen in Brooklyn, working in Brooklyn, he comes across like community, as a community, like almost like a community officer. I'm gonna say Rod, that's the title of it. He comes across like really understanding, sitting down with people. First thing he did say, he will sit down with all the unions on day one, which will be what, January 2nd, I believe he gets it.
Gets in actually the first. It's the first.
Is the first on New Year's Day?
It's January 1st.
So January 1st he gets to rolling. So he's gonna sit down with the unions and figure he could work something out. And I think with that, what Rodney's saying, like he knows how the unions are, especially with the police union. I don't know if he knows how the fire department. I think he has a little bit more leverage than any other mayor going into that, and I think he's smoke out BS in the beginning. So that's why I'm rooting for the brother. I hope he's gonna do well.
Yeah.
It's about those relationships, definitely.
Yeah, definitely, man. And more politics. Letitia James is running for the governor of New York State. Thoughts on the sister who just got rich. It seemed like she almost set my man up. Was my man there, the man from DC, like, bitch, set me up.
Oh God, what is this?
Marion Barry.
Marion Barry.
I'll say one thing. Her career is just, skyrocketing. I mean, she's moved pretty fast.
Word.
You know.
I remember meeting her at Boys and Girls High School, and I was like, all right, this is cool. And next thing I know, Damn, Attorney General, just like that, man. Like,
Yeah. I'm still waiting to see.
How's it going, Lisa? That's a good one. That was a good one.
Yo, I have no comeback. I have no comeback for that. I'm just, I'm humiliated.
Word. William, man. Word. South side, we outside. Word up.
Okay. Queens do.
I'm still waiting for Letitia James to drop this case she got on Trump. That's what I'm still waiting for.
Yeah, man. She got to she'll be governor. What she running for governor? 2023? No, what year we going to? 2022, right? Yeah.
Yes, 22.
2022.
Because the thing is, the present female governor, she's got to complete the remaining term of Cuomo's term.
Yeah.
Right. And she did say she's running again. And I think she's definitely primed to get beat. I mean, I don't see anything.
I don't know
about
bro.
her.
You got upstate. You got to remember Western New York and those places like that. I don't know.
Yeah, but I mean, good point. But
you know what? I was having a conversation with somebody today in regards to Letitia James. The thing is, I think a lot of people are waiting to see where she stands with the mandate. I think that's going to play a big role in this election as well. Because the city's so divided. You know what I mean? So I think that's people are waiting to see where she stands on that.
And Curtis tried at the last second. Curtis tried to say, "Look, I'm going to rehire everybody that doesn't take the vaccine and all those different things like that." So he tried to go that route.
But he's a liar. You remember he lied on the transit police and tried to say they jumped him and all that kind of shit like that. This guy.
I told you he wasn't gonna get elected with no bandana on his head. I told you that.
We're crazy. We ain't that crazy, man.
It's a beret. Was it a beret?
Beret he used to wear.
Beret. Right.
Didn't him and his girlfriend report a fake rape years ago?
All type of shit with this dude, man.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I don't want to say the person's name because the person's in the news industry now where they used to date a long time ago. Well, I could say they dated. Lisa Evers used to date.
Oh, they were married.
No, he was married to her.
Oh, he's married.
Yeah.
He was married to her.
Yeah.
Which I still don't. I can't right now. I don't see it with her with Street Soldiers. I don't even see how they was together.
Yeah. Well, people mature and they grow up. They were young when they were married, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, somebody said that was Sharp.
No, I think we're talking about two different things. You're talking about the Tawana Brawley thing he's talking about. I'm talking about I'm talking about the when he was running the Guardians or whatever. I think they faked the rape. Allegedly, I'm not sure.
Piece of shit, man. Yeah. I mean, come on.
Which is something that Eric Adams constantly talked about. He was like making up fake stories. He said that Curtis would do that.
Yeah, you're right, man.
Since we understand.
Only thing we know, she's standing against Trump. That's it.
But that's all you need these days, man. That's what everybody's putting out, which is kind of suspect to me. I mean, listen, I'm far from a Trump guy, but damn, man, I feel like we got to come up with something better than I'm not Trump. That's the whole point.
Well, Democrats can't say what they are for or what they're against. That's why they can't win any fucking election. They can't say they don't know the they have nothing to stand on, and they don't support like the shit. I told y'all, Jammy, that this shit was gonna fall because they didn't listen to black folks and not giving no policies that affect black folks. I keep saying it over and over again.
Oh, fake
you have said.
Fake is okay.
That's what it was. That's right.
Yeah,
that's right. That's what we word.
So we're just gonna slide past the fact that he did that, right?
Well, he probably that was a long time ago, so probably a lot of people forgot about that.
A lot of people wasn't even born when he did that.
That's true too.
So,
I mean, the reality is the GOP doesn't even try to run anybody in New York City. I mean, that's just it. You already know Democrats outnumber Republicans 9-1 in this city. It's like they want to put a lot of money into it because you're not gonna win. And then to have Curtis Lewa running, I mean, he couldn't even. It took him 2 hours to vote for himself. Then he tries to go to the voting poll with a cat. They wouldn't let him in there. Just nonsensical stuff. He tried to get arrested on election day. Talking about arrest me and all that stuff. It's just,
You got hit by a cab too, right?
Got hit by a cab.
Allegedly.
How many times?
He said allegedly.
Come on, man. Come on.
Came in with the sling on his arm.
Yeah.
And the fucking homeless dude, the cleanest homeless dude you ever seen in that commercial, crying, that black dude. I'm like, why is he so clean?
Yeah.
Who watched this homeless man?
He probably owed somebody some money. They broke his arm. Allegedly.
All right, man. Man, let's go. This who the Democrats better holler at. Stacey Abrams. Fair fight donation of $1.34 million to cancel medical debt. Anybody thoughts on Stacey Abrams? This is somebody better call Tyrone. They better call Stacey Abrams. Save the day, man.
Yeah, man. She's putting her money right where her mouth is at. It seems, man. You know, look like she's doing the work. You know, I don't know much about the sisters about this particular thing, but I dig the sentiment, man. You know, it made headlines like a mother. You know, people can definitely relate to medical debt right now. You know, many people that are in hospitals who've just come out maybe through COVID or whatever else we got going on, stress, whatever. You know, a lot of people get, and I'd like to be interested. I'd be interested to see what kind of where we're at, like with regard to like medical, like, you know, debt right now, man. You know, I'm sure that's a big thing because a lot of people seem like they're really going to the hospital lately. You know, it's happening. So I'd really be so I think she probably struck a chord with that. You know?
I'm impressed with her. I really am impressed with her, and what I like is the fact that she's built her career the right way as well. You know, I mean, first of all, she moves mountains. Everybody knows what Georgia, and even the way people felt that, you know, this administration should have given her more of a shot. She never actually turned on them. She supported the party. Never got caught up in ego or got angry about how some people thought she was overlooked for the VP position. You know, I think she's brilliant, and there was a lot made about, you know, her actual the way she wears her hair and all those different things, even her weight, all those things, and no matter what, none of that ever became. She never used that as deflection mechanism. She always kept, you know, the matter at hand, and I thought that was so impressive with Stacey Abrams, and I like her, and Stacey could be the president one day. I mean, she's just, to me, that sharp.
Hopefully 2024.
Yeah.
I mean, they need somebody. They need somebody like her. They do. They need somebody.
Carried water. She definitely carried water.
No question. Without question.
Yeah.
Well, I like Stacey Abrams too. I like how they basically kind of lit a fire in Stacey Abrams when she lost the governor's race. Basically, kind of like ripped her off as well. But I like her determination. I like that no matter what happens, she keeps fighting. She keeps moving. She believes in what she believes in, and nothing's going to stop her. I love that about her. Like I said, that sister has a very bright future. You know, hope she continues to get support from the Black community as well.
Mm-hmm. Well, I got to talk to you about that.
I think she would.
She would.
I mean, I don't agree with you. I don't think she's going to be the next president because I don't think America will allow that. That's not that I don't want to see it. I would love to see it, but I just think America's going to allow that.
Let me tell you something. America like fat Black women. Oprah, they got that mammy. They got that mammy look. They like that shit.
See, the thing is, like the Democrats.
Yeah, but not for president, man.
It was due. It was due. It was due.
It was coming.
It was due.
Yeah, I think the Democrats are causing so much damage to themselves that, like, you know, it's going to be interesting to see what happens, especially after this beating they just took the other day. But it's going to be interesting to see how things turn out.
Dr. Umar, definitely. President Dr. Umar.
Yeah, but they won't run her against Harris. Yeah, you got a point there, Shauna. They're not going to run her against Harris.
No, they're not. They won't do that. It's one or the other.
It's
going to be Harris. They already made a deal with Harris.
Yeah, no, that's already in the cook. You know, that's already in the books, man. They cooked that up, man. Yeah,
they're going to lose with Harris in 2024. They will.
Yeah, well, yeah.
I don't disagree with that. The thing is, you notice you don't hear too much from her. When they need her, they dust her off and pull her out and say, go out there and say something, you know?
Yeah. No, they definitely trying to keep her more. You know, we need more than Juneteenth and a hip-hop holiday. Yeah, absolutely, man. We need more than that, man. But that's what we got. You know, that's where we're at with it, man.
Well, I tell you one thing: we watch our reparations leave every day. They giving that money away to the people with the border,
and the letters.
Yeah.
So that's where the money going. I ain't gonna say it because we ain't gonna get banned on this show.
Hell no.
I'm not getting that smoke. We're not gonna get that smoke, goddamn it. That's just hard to come out of, goddamn it.
Mm-hmm.
That's funny.
We ain't got no Dave Chappelle money. We ain't got no Dave Chappelle money.
Nah, man.
We can't turn down 60 million, 50 million.
We're up. All right. So poll show bitch ass Herschel Walker far ahead in Georgia Senate primary. This Uncle Tom coon ass. I'm not even getting Uncle Tom was a good man. This coon, I can't believe I didn't even see this. The Jamie put this in there. I was like, hold on, Herschel Walker's leading. What the fuck? Georgia, what is going on? This is why I can't move back to the South, bros. I'm telling you now. I'm never moving past Delaware, bro.
And Donald Trump was pushing this from the beginning. They didn't want the rest of the Republican Party didn't want Herschel Walker to run, but Donald Trump pushed this real hard.
Well, that's enough right there.
Yeah, that shows you right there. He's gonna be a good boy when if he get in there. He's gonna be a good boy. Trump must got a little bit of dirt on him from when he used to play for the Generals for him. Maybe they got a little bit of dirt on him.
Did Georgia? I can't remember. Did Georgia flip though? Georgia didn't flip, right?
It went blue. Georgia went blue, bro.
All right, so we're talking about the primary then. You know what I'm saying? We just talking about the primary. So if everybody just holds the line, then maybe you can keep the wolf out the gate, man. So it's how they used to use how they used to do the VPs. They were never heard from them unless they needed for a photo op.
Yeah, they pull her out, they dust her off, and they say, "Hey, go out and say this."
Well, they're keeping Harris. Yeah, they're keeping Harris. In the back pocket. But Herschel, he's come on, man.
Georgia better run. They just need to run T.I. and Little John out there.
Yeah.
They own Georgia, man.
Yeah.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Or Jeezy.
Jeezy, word up. Jamie, man, it's time for us to go to another commercial break, man. It's a break, Jamie. Welcome back, brothers. Please like us, follow us on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Ring the bell, like and subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. Man, we're gonna have a special guest tonight, man. But before we bring him in, I want my boy Jamie to bring up a little bit of for the viewers to see a little segment who the person we're gonna bring in and who they talking about. Jamie, can you bring us to that clip, please?
Hey, how your cousin doing?
Which one?
Chicken wing.
I was on with chicken wing earlier today. Hey, I was on with chicken wing. This is how chicken.
It's cool. Look.
This is how chicken wing. Hey, I didn't know you had a pit bull in the house with you. Where was he at?
Baby.
Hey, Shaq, them dudes that got the chicken wing like this is how they rub their nose like that, man. It's like they talking like, man, I'm telling you, some shit went down the other night, man. I'm trying to kill it.
That's hilarious. Hilarious. Without further ado, bringing back my big son, my main man. He is my wing man, Chicken Wing.
What's going on, bro?
Wingster. What's up, Wingster?
A wing.
What's going on, player?
Yo, man. Wing, you're a famous guy, man. You got big people always talking about you, man.
Yo, listen, in the last couple of years, man, I've seen all kind of clips on the internet and all that, and it's just something else. You see, I got the little handband shirt. Download the song, cop that. You know,
where can they find the song at, man? So you want to plug yourself? Where can they find the song at?
Oh, all streaming platforms: Apple Music, Tidal, Jay-Z, fuck with me, Tidal, Spotify.
He sold the company after he started fucking with you.
Everything, yeah. It's time for handicaps to get some respect out here. You know?
Word up, man. I'm mad at you though, Wing. You forgot I was handicapped. I was a little handicapped for a while.
Well, you temporarily handicapped, D, but you get a pass though. You temporary.
You left me. You was out walking me that day, man. I was like, yo, this motherfucker happy he got 2 legs. So I'm gonna show you where that was fucked up. I'm not coming.
But D, I always say though, I'd rather have a fucked up arm than a fucked up leg. Because when you holler at some girls, you tell them come in and say, no, you come here. When you gotta get up and walk over there with that leg, our girlfriend's like, girl, no. So the arm, you can tuck it in the hoodie's pocket. That leg, ain't no hide that, bro. Listen, I done had girls that ain't know I had a little arm till we finished fucking. You gotta have a skill with hiding the little hand. You can't hide that left, D.
Oh man.
Yo, you remember that time we had that little bachelor party and you hit the girl with the little arm in the butt?
Oh, I almost got 5 of that, man. We ain't gonna talk about that. Somebody turned me in at work for that video, and I was just doing smack a little hand girl on the butt with a little hand. It got back to my job.
That was hilarious, man. The Wing, man, you know, you talk about ladies and all this stuff. This is a long time ago when we used to give out money to people and, you know, women and stuff like that.
I never gave out money, bro.
I mean, they ask you for money. They want to borrow money, right?
Oh, listen, that happens to this day. Listen, when people feel you got it, they gonna come and ask to borrow, right? It's a whole new generation of pocket watches out there, right?
Oh, you ain't right.
And they just watch your pockets. They see you doing, you know, things that they figure cost a couple of dollars. They over there tabulate like an old school accountant, pulling the boom, and then they call you, hey, you think you can loan me? You think you can loan me? But people come to you so humbly, right? Me and D always joke about this. They come to you so humbly when they want to borrow money, right? It's almost like they got violins and church music playing in the background. But then when you call back for your money, they on straight demon time, man.
Oh, man.
This cat meme. I don't know if y'all got it. I sent it to D. It's a cat meme.
I sent it to Jam. Hope he got it, man.
Me and D always sitting around when somebody borrowed money and you have an incident trying to get it back. You know, we send that meme to each other and we know this just happened to us. Y'all got the meme, D?
I sent it to Jamie. I don't know. I'm trying to get him to bring it out. I sent it to check. Jamie, you get a chance, bring up that meme for us, man. I sent it to your email. Check it out if you can.
Yeah. Jamie a little slow. Jamie stopped drinking though, didn't he? So he should be on point now. Yeah, Jamie should be on point now.
He's in the 12-step program.
Yeah, listen.
Why you sweating so hard, man? What's over? You got no air conditioning? What's going on over there?
Who, me not now. Let me tell you what happened. I just ate some hot ass nachos before y'all got on. I was a little hungry and I figured we'd be on for a while. So let me get something to eat, but I put too much chili pepper in it. And that shit was hot.
It's gonna burn you on the way out.
No, you ain't burn going in and coming out.
Yeah, exactly. You can take off, man.
Now, if you drink a lot of milk, it won't burn coming out. It's a little trick I gave you. Learned that in prison. Long ago.
Oh God!
All right, so Chicken Wing, what should people know when it comes to? First of all, how do you decipher who you're gonna loan money to? Okay. Is it a feeling or
you have? Okay, if you're gonna loan somebody some money, right? Mm-hmm. You have to loan it to someone that has a steady income. You can't loan it to somebody that got a hustle, somebody that got, you know, they don't have a job, they give money here and there. They gotta have a steady income with pay dates, right? And that's when you want to get paid, on the pay date, right? You want to borrow money from me, you get paid next Friday. Just pay me back next Friday. Now, here's the key to next Friday, everybody. When you loan somebody some money and y'all lock in a date, pay me back on the 15th. I'll just use that date.
Pay me back on the 15th. It's not pay me back on the 15th. It's pay me back on the 15th by 9 a.m. Let me tell you why. Because when they get direct deposit, when they get up, that's when they're going to have the most money for that week, right? Because once they get it, they start spending. If you let them go on and say just the 15th, come on, bro, so I'm going to pay you today. I'm going to pay you on my lunch break. I'm going to go to the ATM or I'm going to send you the money. Now, you call them on their lunch break, 12:30. Yo, I couldn't get away. Shit was swamped. I'm going to go to the bank. I'm going to get the money after work, right? It's still the 15th. I told you I'm going to pay you today, bro. The day ain't over. I know you heard that before. The day ain't over, right? Then it becomes after work, yo, I had to go pick up the kids. I had to go do this. I had to go start dinner. And then it becomes, I'm going to pay you tomorrow. Tomorrow on my way to work, I'm going to go to ATM or I'm going to move the money to the account and I'm going to sell you. Then that becomes an emergency comes up. Man, I caught a flat on the way to work. I had to buy a rim, I had to spend the money. Yo, I'm going to pay you next payday.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So when you put a time on it, right, you can't go with just the 15th because they say the day ain't over. Right? They go until midnight. Then you call them 12:01. Yo, why you call me this time of night?
Right.
So you want to say a time when they got to pay you back. Wednesday by 9 a.m. Now, when you call them at 9:05, they can't beef with you. Bro, we agreed by 9 a.m. It's 9:05.
Right.
Right? They're going to have an attitude anyway. You could call somebody. Somebody can ask you to loan them. Somebody can ask you to loan them money. Let me tell you this. Somebody could ask you to loan them money, right? And you say, yo, I'm going to give it to you when I get off work, right? They want to borrow $500. Something happened, you busy. You could call them at 3 a.m. Yo, bro, I'm in front of your house with that money, bro. Got busy. Oh, no problem, dude. Good looking out. They'll come out. Yo, good looking out. They'll come out to the car with their robe on. Yo, good looking out, bro. I fuck you, my nigga. Now, when you call them back a week or two later to pay you back at 3 a.m., yo, bro, you got some respect for me. You can't be calling it. You see what I'm saying? So it's crazy. Now, I'm gonna keep it a whole buck with you, right? I learned this shit in the drug game, right? That people will bend over backwards to come get, right, the work if you give it to them on consignment. When it's come time to bring the money, they won't. Yo, bro, I'm getting ready to go out to Long Island, to Montauk Point with my family for the weekend. Yo, bro, just take it with you and I'll come out there and get it. You see what I'm saying? I need it, bro. Now if I say, yo, Montauk Point, bring the money. Come on, man. You can't get that shit when you get back. You want me to drive all the way to Montauk? You see what I'm saying? So it's always a problem when it has to come back, right? And people don't realize that. And you got to point it out to them sometimes. So I wrote down a couple of pointers. With me, I run into this problem because people think I got money, right? I don't know if they think I get disability check and I get money. I don't know what. People tend to call me to borrow money. And I try to help a lot of people, right? Because in my life, I've been helped by a lot of people. So what happens is people don't like when you ask what the money's for. Yo, Wayne, you loan me $500? My thing is always, for what? But they're like, come on, you going to loan it to me or not? But I explained to them, I said, here's the reason why I asked, right? Me loaning you this $500 could put me out of my way, right?
Right.
Put on something I want to do. So if you want to borrow this $500 because you want to go to the racetrack and bet on the horses, or you want to do some dumb shit with it, or some new Jordans coming out, I have to figure that more important than what I may need to do with my money.
Right.
Right. So that's why I tell them I need to know what it's for. Right. I'm not trying to regulate your life or anything. I need to know if it's important enough for me to go out of my way to loan it to you. Right. That's number one. And the thing is, like I said, when you get it back in the morning, and never tell people that you don't have it. Right. A lot of times somebody say loan me money, they be like, bro, you loan me $5? Ah, man, I ain't got it. Just had to get my boiler fixed or whatever. But then they watch your Instagram, social media's out. They see you out doing some balling shit. You out at Roof Chris, Fresco's, doing some balling shit with your family. Now, this nigga Rod, a sucker, bro. What I do is tell me no. He he out here with his family balling. So what I tell him is, right? I can't do it. Right? Yo, you call me $5? I can't do it right now. Right? And then when they ask why, because they're going to ask, yo, why not? This is the showstopper right here. Personal reasons.
That's ingenious right there.
They can't say, what is it? It's personal.
Right.
You saying, yo, I can't do it right now. Come on, man, you shit important, bro. Why not? Personal reasons. Now, if they say, "What? You won't get my personal business?" Yeah. It's personal. Yeah. So you got, because people don't like no. They always say that. Hindsight later. All the nigga had to do was tell me no, but then you tell him no, nigga, raw disrespectful, nigga, deep disrespectful. Now, so you want to let them down easy, right? And you can't loan money to everybody, right? And one thing, I have a big mouth, right? DC, I can't hold water, but I don't. But what I don't do is let people know who I loaned money to, right? One, respect for the other person, and then they'll come back with you. You loaned that nigga money. You see what I'm saying? So I don't put the business out there for two reasons that I loan money. Also, sometimes when I mess with people, and D loves this, that's why he wants me to come on this show. Sometimes when people ask me money, they have the audacity to ask me, I'll fuck with them, right? And I say, listen, and I wrote it down, I say, I can't interfere with the lesson God is trying to teach you right now. So he loves it. Listen, I can't interfere with what God is putting you through right
God's
now.
plan. God's plan.
Right, God's plan. Then I hit with this. There's going to be a blessing in the lesson. Another thing they can't argue with. That's what I'm really kind of like. This one had the nerve to ask me to borrow some money, right? And then another hard thing. I try to look out for people. Like the girl just burnt me for $100. She asked me $100. She was moving, blah, blah, blah. And she got a job and everything. She lived a little distance. So I loaned it to her, right? And I heard from her every day. I would call you, so my mom, don't forget Monday. I haven't heard from her since Monday, bro. Haven't heard from her since Monday. So, you know, usually, like if somebody borrows some money, I give good advice. Like D loaned the girl some money one time, tried to help out. Girl we both know, friendly thing, nothing romantically involved. D didn't get advice from me till after she burned him. He loaned I think $1,100 to do something for her kid's birthday. She tugged at his heart. She was at a place, they didn't take cash, they needed credit cards. D charged. She said, D, I'm coming with the cash right now. She never came to D house. She put D off for the longest. And D, you know, D gets a little around. I don't know if you know, D's flat is Dominican cab driver.
Oh man, go ahead. That's like allegedly.
He can get violent, right? But I told D, allegedly, you can't stoop to that level when you're dealing with these kind of people, right? You shouldn't loan to the money, but here's what you do. And I called good money. D was like, yo, you must be psychic with this. He calls me psychic with that and the Instagram algorithm. It's girls to jump in your DM. That's a whole nother thing. But D, I told D, sue her. And D said he did the cartoon shit. What? I said, D, sue her. He said, what do you mean? I said, go to small claims court, file a claim, have her served. She's a street girl. She gonna look at when she gets served. Fuck this shit. She gonna throw it out. These are pussy. He's a bitch ass nigga. That ain't trying to sue me. She's never gonna show up to court. You're gonna win. They're gonna garnish her pay. They're gonna put a lien on her shit. Everything. Sure enough, D said, yo, you right. I think it was like $75 to pay the process. D sued her. I told Jerry the same thing. She never came to court. That girl started copping the plea when she got served with the garnishment on her pay and liens on her shit. So you don't have to handle it the street way. If D did bit violent, yo, I'm gonna slap the shit out you when I see you. She I'm gonna tell my boyfriend. She did tell her boyfriend an exaggerated story.
No, she did tell her boyfriend.
Right, but yeah.
I told him I'm outside right now.
But when you sue him, right? And I learned that from a white guy when I was in prison. He was like, yo, you know, he talked straight and said, yo, you black people too violent. You gotta learn to handle things. If it's over money, sue him. Sue him. And I learned that. You sue somebody, yo, it fucks them up.
We all like nodding, like, yeah, you got it, boy.
Yo, they expect you to come the violent way. This is a true story. Not about loaning money. D knows this girl, Chrissy, right? Chrissy's a good friend of ours. She got this big boyfriend, right? He picked things up and put things down. So I used to make jokes about him. So he found out, he saw some jokes that I wrote about him in the text because they had Thanksgiving when he had a mother house, and I said he had to sit outside and get his food through the window because he couldn't get the So he saw that, and he told Chrissy, that's the girl, and he told Chrissy, yo, when I see him, I'm gonna break his fucking jaw. I'm gonna break his jaw. So Chrissy called me to warn me, yo, if you see my boyfriend, I won't say his name. If you see my boyfriend, he said he's gonna break your jaw. He's serious. He's mad. I said, Chrissy, listen to me. Listen to me good. You tell him this. Tell him that I said, if he puts his hands on me, I'm gonna sue him. Right? He owns a 2-family brownstone in Brooklyn. You tell him I'm gonna sue him. She said, you sure? I said, I swear to tell him that. She told him that night. You know, she called me back the next morning. Said, yo, I told him that. He calmed right down. He said, just tell him stay away from me. I said, right. Now, if I said, yo, tell him meet me something, he'd have put his sneakers on, tied up, and came. But when I told him I'm going to sue him, he got some shit. I went to the courtroom. First of all, I put my little hand right here when I went to the courtroom. Then they found out when it was over. They looked like a poor handicapped kid. Like the girl, suing. The boyfriend beat him up, took advantage of it. She is big size. And then
he's a big man.
And then he gave me everything he got. So don't be afraid to sue somebody if they owe you. Small court is your friend. I'm telling you, D could attest to that. Small claims court is your friend. So
Wayne, tell them about what do you say when people call, like somebody said, man, they call you issues and they need something. What do you say to people like yo, I need something? And what do you say? The advice you got from our good friend from Dula.
This is another good thing. Don't ask any questions. When somebody calls you with a problem, don't ask questions. If you call somebody, hey man, what's going on? Hey, what's up, sweetie? How you doing? She said, oh man, I'm going through some things. This goddamn landlord. I'm like, oh, okay, well, let me let you deal with that. I'm gonna call you back. Do not ask what's going on. What happened? What's he doing? Because now it seems like you're concerned and you want to help and you want to help solve the problem, and that's when they're gonna ask you for money.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So when you call them, they're like, oh, this goddamn car's acting up. These fucking brakes again. Okay, listen, let me let you handle it. I'm sorry, Corey. Let me let you handle that. I'm gonna call you back another time. And get off that motherfucking phone. No, this is true shit. Listen, this is true shit to live by. Don't ask any questions. When somebody telling you something and you know it's a money thing, right? Boom. Don't ask any questions. I got another joke, D. Like, I tell people I got this app on my phone. It's a new Apple app. And when you call my phone, if you get ready to ask for money, the app disconnects the call. But I hear them get ready to ask for money. I'm like, chicken wing, what's up? Oh, the bullshit. What they call it? Chicken wing. They go call it the little bullshit conversation before the loan. Chicken wing, what's going on, man? Chilling. Hey, how your little arm doing? Good. I know it's raining outside. I know it bothers you when it's raining a little. Hey, you good? Yeah, I'm good. Hey, man, listen, I'm over here at the car dealer, man. You think I could borrow a click? And they call back, yo, what happened? The app, bro. I got this app. It says if somebody got me to borrow money, it hangs up. My bad. but listen. But so some real shit, I learned that is very key, right? When I stop asking questions and getting off the phone, I stop people from asking me to borrow money a lot. So remember, don't ask questions. When somebody call you with a problem, when you tell them no, don't tell them you don't have it. Tell them you can't do it. If you do loan somebody some money, stay away from loaning family money. That's also.
And I'm going to ask you that. Who's the worst? Family, girls? Who's the worst people? Co-workers? Who's the worst people to loan money?
Like girls are the worst. Girls are the worst.
Why you say that?
Because girls feel that men are entitled to, men are supposed to give them money, right? And here's my thing with girls, right? If you're going to give the girls ask you for money, right? You meet a girl on a date, by the second phone call, she asking you for money, right? Here's what I like to teach people, right? You could tell a girl you feel the same way about your money as she feels about her pussy, right? Anything she says about her pussy, you can say about
Sam, give me a stroke.
No, but listen. No, pussycat. What's called a pussycat? Pussycat. Yo, she asked you you asked her for some. She asked you for some money. Yo, you think you can give me $40? You think you give me some pussy? What type of girl you think I am? I just met you. Think I'm gonna give you some pussy? What type of guy you think I am? I just met you. Think I'm gonna give you some money? You gotta earn this pussy. You gotta earn this money. You see what I'm saying? Anything she can say about her pussy, you gotta wait. I don't just go around giving pussy to anybody. I don't just go around giving money to everybody. So whatever she says about her pussy cat, you can say about your money. Right? Well, that's the way it is. when you keep it cut and dry, your life is a lot easier if you got a couple of dollars. Now, this a tutorial is not for broke people. They don't have it. This not a. I'm just saying, phonetically speaking, this is a rich man's problem.
Thank you for that, man. Let me say this.
Oh God,
you can implement one thing that I do now too. You know how people say don't loan more than you can afford to lose, whatever like that. When somebody asks to borrow money, offer them half. They'll never turn it down.
This is true.
They'll never turn it down. They'll never say, nah, you know, man, I need $200. Oh, bro, I can give you $100. They never be like, oh, that's all you give me to get it. They'll take it. And then when you get beat, you only got beat for 100. You got beat for half it.
Let me tell you, I'm glad you brought that up. Another thing, if somebody needs money for something and the money they're asking you for doesn't cover it all, tell them you'll bring your money in last. Right? So they say, yo, I need $1,000 to get my car fixed. Yo, you give me $500 and I'm gonna get $500 from some other people. Get that $500 first. Then I'll give you mine. Right? If you give them your $500 and they go out and try to get another $500 and don't get it, your $500 becomes their spending money.
Right.
They're never gonna come back and say, yo, I didn't get the rest of the money. Here's your $500 back. They're gonna take your $500 and spend it. So if you need $1,000 to get your car fixed, and this happened, true story. If you need the money to get your car fixed, I'm gonna bring the money in last, and I'm gonna give the money to the car people, the mechanic, right? Let me put it on my credit card. She told me they don't take credit cards. I said, it's 2020, they don't take credit cards. This is a mechanic you don't be fucking with.
You're a crackhead.
But if they gonna, if somebody wants money from you and it's for like you're putting in to help them and other people are putting in, always say, I'll give you mine last when you get the rest, and then give me the rest and I'll pay for the such and such. I'll put on my credit card. Because if not, if they don't get it, they're gonna use your money for Ubers and all kind of other shit.
Yeah, you got.
I'm gonna tell you, Chicken Wing. I'm gonna tell you when I know you're not getting the money back. When the person is emphatic about when they're gonna pay it back.
No, I don't go with no opening. I never.
No. I'm saying when they tell you, yo, I'm gonna get this back to you next Friday. When they tell you that, you're not getting it back.
I said when you get paid, it's yo, I'm gonna get it from my girl because my girl get paid. No, when do you get paid?
Yeah.
If you're gonna get the money from your girl, that's fine. But I'm gonna tie this loan to when you get paid. So when you get paid, I want it. And remember, I want it by 9 a.m. And if you can't pay me by 9 a.m. on payday, which is Friday, then it's 9 a.m. Saturday. But I need a time of day. And I usually want the earliest time of day, right? Nobody can turn down 9 o'clock. You should be up anyway.
Yo, wait, do you have a limit? Do you have a limit of what you'll lend? Is there a cap?
Yeah, I was going to ask that too, man. Is there an annoying amount of money that's annoying to you? Because you mentioned it before, Kelvin. You said $200, man.
No. It depends on who you are, right? And what you can stand, right? And I say that because I learned this in jail, right? I saw guys write home and call home for money, right? And their mother or somebody sent them $20. I tell them they sending you that because that's the type of person you are, right? You can't call home and ask somebody to send you $500 in jail, and you never had $500 freely on the street. They're gonna be like, "The hell you want $5 for you in jail? You ain't never had $5 out here." You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So it's based on what you can stand. You can see a person, see how they live, see where they working, whatever. Tax return time, people borrow a lot too. People want to borrow when it's tax time. Like they borrow on a refund. They spend it before they get it, like Kanye said. Now, mind you, I'm not in the loan business. Let's make that clear, because that's it. What I'm saying is, I try to help people out, right? And sometimes people give me an incentive or whatever. I try to help people out, but that's not the requisite, right? I try to just help people out that I met. I don't loan money just anybody or stuff like that, right? I remember when I came home, I had a job just trying to get on my feet. I borrowed a couple dollars from D. D gave me used clothes, but I'm working D. I need money to get through the next week. He loaned me $50, $60. And I paid him back. And D always said, man, you always pay back. You always pay back on time. Because I put these rules on myself. You see what I'm saying? When I was fucked up and I didn't have it and I needed help, I put these rules on myself, and good people helped me through tough times. So, I I just try to help people. My supervisor says I'm more inclined to help women than guys, right? But there's been a couple of people on my job that have, made some major strides in life, and they kind of needed some help, and I offered to help them out. Happen to be women, not what I'm trying to get with, but I admire single women doing big things, like they're trying to buy a house or whatever. And I overheard someone at the job talking about their closing was coming up, they were short, and I pulled them aside, say, hey, listen, I can loan you money. Like, you got that kind of money? I'm like, yeah, I do it right for myself. I got a lot of side hustle, selling sweets at the Barclays Sprinters. And I helped her out. And I told her, but pay me back payday. I know your payday because it's my payday. And I want my money by 9 a.m. And I gave a little structured payment plan. And I didn't make a dime off her. And if she was on the show, she would say that. And she wondered, why are you helping me? I said, because your husband passed away like 3-4 years ago. And she didn't know that I knew, but she was homeless, living in shelters. She picked herself up by her bootstraps and she bought a condo. I helped her because I admired that, right? I saw the bullshit stop. I saw her stop doing her nails, right? When she was saving and stuff like that. So I wanted to help her out, and I offered to help. And I didn't charge her a dime because she's just a good person. I consider her a friend. So it depends on just, who you are. And what you make is what you learn. So
good man, Wayne. Good man. Good man.
I try to be. It's hard though. It's hard with these $40 holes. That's one thing. If I don't get the door, I'm in trouble.
Oh my God.
That's crazy. I hate. Hold on till I come back. Look, she gonna come in and pop shit. Hold on.
Oh my God. This is the first time I guess leave.
You guys realize that owing somebody's money was the original social distancing, right?
Exactly.
That shit was the original social distancing.
Yo, Wing, I want Jamie to show them.
Y'all want to come poke your face in the podcast.
Uh-oh.
Look,
first time we had a guest.
Hello.
Hey, Wanda, how you doing?
Wanda, you borrowed the money?
Yo, Wing, let me ask you a question, right?
That's why. I'll explain to it later.
Yeah, let me ask you a question. I've done this in the past, right? And I'm not talking about with large sums of money. I've used loaning money to get rid of people.
Definitely. It's a great way to get rid of
It's a great tool. So let me just break it down to the audience. And like I said, I'm not talking about large sums of money.
Yeah.
If somebody tells me they want to borrow $40, right?
It may be the best $40 you've given away because
correct.
They can't come to you for nothing bigger. You
correct.
You never let somebody compound borrow, right?
Yeah.
Yo, I owe you $40. I know I owe you $40, but yo, give me 60 till pay. I'm gonna give you the whole 100. No. You show me good you come with that 40, nigga.
Now, but what I've done is
I don't have it. Is I can't do it.
Yeah. What I've done is I've loaned people. Huh?
Good, Rod.
Nah, I said what I've done is like if you ask me for 40, I'll give you 60 to make it harder for you to pay back, and I won't ever see you again.
That's a good tactic.
So I got rid of you for $60.
That's a good tactic. And
if you ever want to get rid of somebody, long as it's a small amount, add like $20 onto it, 25, make it a little harder for them to pay back, and you'll never see them again.
I ain't never seen nobody, Rod, give nobody a signing bonus to leave.
That's what I did.
What happens? Listen, I belong to a family member, right? And this is a family member I love, right? There's certain family members I love, and I try to help them. They're younger than me. They're coming up. And my family member needed to borrow $2,000. Never forget this. And he said he's going to pay me back $500 a week. I knew that was a struggle for 4 weeks, right? Or maybe for 4 months, but I knew it was a struggle. But he paid me $500 on time 3 times in a row, right? And when he came to give me or sell me that last $500, I said, yo, you got the $500? He said, yeah. He said, I'm getting ready to send it right now. I said, you going to sell it right now? He said, yeah. I said, keep it. I told him to keep it. And I said, just don't affect, you borrow from me some more, but keep it. Because I wanted to help him out too. He's a younger person. And I was like, keep it. And he was like, oh, man, thank you. I said, nah, you're young. You're trying to do your thing. I like that you pay back on time. I know it was a struggle, but he was like, my uncle don't play when it comes to collecting money. Because, I learned those tactics from being in the street. So I told him to keep it. And he appreciated that. So sometimes you can help people out. You don't want to be known to be giving away money because then everybody's going to come and, like I said, you gave this one money. You gave that one money. So it's just, you got to learn how to say no. which I gave in this tutorial. You gotta ask what the money's for. You gotta know when you're getting it back, and you want it back in the morning. If they don't pay you, you're gonna sue them. And know when they come to you, it's good to point out that
what up, Danny?
For the money, they were humble, and when they coming back now, they got this attitude. Like, come on, man, you called me twice already. Why you blowing up my phone, bro?
That's how they get.
It would, man. At what point? What amount of money do you expect to get ducked for, man? You know what I mean? Like, what's the most common amount you feel? Because I feel like it's about $200 to me.
Can you loan me $100? Can you loan me $200? Tax time is a little more. Tax time is like $500. But like I said, it's not everybody. It's a certain. You can see it's a certain people, and they always come back. And sometimes you gotta be like, yo, I can't do it this time. I can't. And again, it's never I don't have it because I may be on my way to do some balling shit. You know what I'm saying? You may see me eat motherfucking bald eagle egg. You know what I'm saying? With caviar on it. You know, bald eagle, they stink. To eat a bald eagle egg cause breakfast.
Yo, Jamie, show the meme that me and Chicken we was talking about. We talking about this meme that we talking about. This is the meme right here.
When they asked to borrow money, when he asked for it back.
Right. Yeah. This is deep. Because Deep trying to help a lot of people out too, right? You know, old friends from college, stuff like that. And we just know how it goes. So he'll send me that meme early in the morning. And I'll call him up, D, what happened? And then he'll give me the story. Man, I loaned this money and bitch some money, and now she don't want to pay me back. And and when I called her, she was angry. And he sent that meme. And that cat meme, that meme right there is so perfect. Deep discovered that, sent it to me. And that has become, we hit that back and forth like a tennis ball.
Yo, Wing, I want to see, you got some more time? I want to see if you can jump on one of these topics with us. Do you have time?
Yeah, I got all night.
All right, cool.
My girlfriend work at night, so.
What's your prostitute? What are you trying to
Oh
say?
my God!
Now, well,
Lady of the night.
If she ain't bringing the money, she should. But no. She works overnight with people with mental illness, and she also does some work at a Good Shepherd's at one of their facilities at night.
Nice.
So I'm very proud of the work she does. She takes it serious too, so that's good.
Yeah. Yo, you want me to loan you some money to get an air conditioner in that motherfucker?
Let me tell you something. I got an air conditioner, but out of respect for the show, I don't want to put it on because it's gonna have the sound. Alexa, turn on the air conditioner. And she's gonna come on.
You got Alexa too?
You heard it? It came on. Now it's gonna start blowing in a minute. So yeah.
But anyway, listen, man. I want to see if you jump on this topic with us. Jada Pinkett Smith breaks the sounds about having a hard sex life with Will Smith. And it's hard right now to, I guess, to get the romance popping. Thoughts?
Jada foul for that, bro.
Yeah.
Jada foul for that. I don't care how hard it is. You can't put that out there like that.
No.
You can put out there with your friends. She can tell her friends that, but she can't put it out there. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
I think
we got to see. Go ahead, Derek.
No, I think I just heard something about she's saying that was taken out of context or something like that. I didn't hear the whole thing.
But it's not her first time putting them out there for something.
Correct. This is Jada Pinkett has a history of doing this. First
right.
She was in an entanglement, right? Embarrasses him, brings him on the show, tells him she was in an entanglement, which I kind of feel was staged because the average man probably would have flipped that table over on the show. Right. You know what I'm saying? You bring me out here to embarrass me in front of me. So I felt they were both acting on that day. Now she's talking about their sex life. I mean, can you imagine if that was reversed and Will Smith had did that to her? Women would be coming after him like crazy.
Word.
Yo, women love the way she dragging Will. But when Eric Bonet did it to Halle Berry, he was wrong.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
And my thing, I think for them two, I think it's always publicity. He has this movie coming out on Netflix, King Richard, in a few days. I think it's always something. Oh, is it tomorrow? I think it maybe tomorrow, right? There's always something with him. I think it's always some publicity stuff. It's always
you might be right.
You know, I don't think it's genuine.
Yeah, like I told you, I think the first one with the entanglement but her putting him out there like that, I thought that was acting too. Let's say, you know, there's no way you put a man on a platform like that and tell him that you was cheating on him and then everything is okay and you're gonna say, well, I'm gonna get you back. Nah, it ain't gonna work that way.
You know what I always wondered? like, where do you think Jada would be if she wasn't married to Will at this point?
She'd still be on a different world.
I mean, think about it. All those actresses that really in the 90s fell off, she married a guy that just kept her on. So you could do a red table talk because you got, whatever. But I mean,
that's what keeps her relevant. Will is
correct. Her husband is what keeps her relevant.
Right.
Yeah, Will is what keeps her relevant. So
if you watch that interview, right? She's at the table with her mother, and she starts talking about Will Smith, and you can see her mother's like, like trying to stop her from saying it. And then the other lady that she was talking to said, well, if you love me, you can read my mind, which is absolutely absurd. I don't know anybody that can read anybody's mind.
No.
You know what I'm saying? So it just seemed like it was done in very poor taste, in my opinion.
No, I definitely agree. And that's something that she shouldn't have put out there on social media. None of that personal stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's only accepted because it's the flip side. It's the woman, saying that about the man.
Correct. But the other way around, it would blow the cap off social media with women saying something about it.
Yeah. Men get dog. Like I said, all men get the big piece of chicken. That's it.
If you're lucky to get that.
Nowadays, right? Exactly.
Okay, so we got to ask, when I'm driving down the street in Manhattan all day today, and people just stop in my car. Oh, I heard Chicken Wing on the show. Chicken Wing on the show. That's all people want to know, right? They want to know, Chicken Wing, what is your perspective on Dave Chappelle's special? That's what the people want to know.
The people want to know. Here's my perspective, right? I believe in free speech, right? Dave Chappelle, he has gone from making up funny stories to making fun of the truth, right? Which is a great thing to be able to do, right? He, like they say, where's the lie? He didn't say any lie. The baby, like he said, shot a nigga and killed him in Walmart.
Yeah.
North Carolina. It didn't affect his career.
Right.
He said something about gays and his career is in jeopardy.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with that. It's the absolute truth.
Right.
And I like the way, and what people don't realize, right? Dave Chappelle is a champion of stuff like that, right? So when Dave Chappelle got in trouble, you see Jay-Z had Dave Chappelle introduce him at the inductee to the Hall of Fame.
Yeah,
We're not gonna cancel this nigga. Jay-Z said, have Dave Chappelle introduce me. Also, with the baby, I don't know if you know, 50 Cent brings the baby out to perform at all his shows. At Rolling Loud, I'm gonna show the baby jumped into the crowd. So these guys are silently, pushing back against cancel culture of our people, right? From these entities, right? Because it's wrong. It's wrong. But I like the way they're doing it because they know what's going on. They don't want to jeopardize themselves, but I'm going to give you a platform to perform when nobody else does. I'm going to let you introduce me in one of the biggest nights, in my career because you're going, because you're going through this thing and I got your back, right?
Right.
So I like that happened. Dave Chappelle, he's too big and has too much support from the culture, from the hardcore people, from just realists to be canceled. You can't cancel a guy like Dave Chappelle. And he knows that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Canceling him would make him bigger.
Correct.
Yep. That's
correct.
You see what I'm saying? So that's my take on that. But you can't start censoring comedians and having them be afraid to say things because that's one place where you could go and say whatever. It's creative. It's art. Yeah. Comedy is truly art. To sit down and think what's going to make this room full of people laugh. Like I could do some things I know is going to make D laugh, right? But I need to do something that's going to make people from all walks of life laugh at the same time.
Right.
That takes talent and that's an art, right? And these people are tempted to suppress art. And when they did that back in the days and they were burning art and burning books, it was looked at as horrific now, right? So it's the same thing that's going on now. You can't censor art like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm on for Dave Chappelle. Listen, and I'm for the gays. At Rolling Loud, I took a picture with Lil Nas X and put on my page. So I'm all for letting people do what they want to do, but you can't cancel Dave Chappelle. Trying to cancel him as it is had will make him bigger.
Yeah.
You laid it out there, Wayne. You laid it out there. That's why the people wanted to know.
All right. Well, I'm glad. Listen, I only answer for the people, Kevin.
That's right, brother.
The people ask you.
Handicaps get some respect out here, man.
But listen, let me say again, it's time for handicaps to get some respect. download my song Little Handman on all music platforms. If you don't download it, stream it. But listen, when you stream it, you got to stream it for like the first 31 seconds, or else I don't get paid.
So I mean, how else do you stream? Don't you got to stream the whole song?
No, if you download it, I get paid from the dev. You buy it or download, get paid from that. But I also get paid from streams, but only if you listen to the 31 seconds of the song, because 30 seconds is considered a sample, right? To see if you like it or not. You know, you go and you listen to the music on Apple. It's only 30 seconds to let you listen to. You got to listen to 31 seconds for me to get it counts as streaming, for me to get paid. I got 15,000 streams. I got a plaque. I should have had it up here to show y'all. I got 15,000.
Congratulations, brother. All right.
They sent me a plaque to congratulate me on 15,000.
But then hold up, then as your executive producer, where's my check?
Well,
you get your money 9 a.m. 9 a.m.
9 a.m. tomorrow. No, D, you got a bad record deal. You sold me your publishing. I own your publishing.
Yo, how about your daughter? Before you get over, how about your daughter? Don't you got something coming up, a project?
My daughter got a single coming out called Curious. It's her second single. Her first single was like just a little freestyle single she did off Alicia Keys and Jay-Z's New York for Black Lives Matter. But this is her official single debut. It'll be out November 30th. You can pre-order it now on all streaming platforms. It's called Curious. We're in the middle of also making a remix that I'm overseeing. So it's going to be fire. And she's doing a lot of big things. She's going to be on Raising Canaan Season 2, Episode 3, and Episode 5. She's singing tonight.
Say her name. Say her name, Wayne.
Huh?
Say her name. Tell people her name.
Look what Shauna wrote. Look what Shauna wrote. She said she only go download
M-A-N-I-Y-A. That's her name, Manaya. Look out for her. You go on my page. You'll see her doing all kind of crazy stuff. We're very close, and I'm proud of her. I'm very proud of her. She's done a lot of things that surprised me.
All right, man. Wing, man, thanks for coming out, man. Being part of the show today, man. You
also,
know
my girlfriend makes tutus, adult and kid tutus.
Who the fuck is with a tutu?
Wanda makes tutus for kids. I gotta promote that.
Oh, for kids? You said for adults? What
no, adult tutus before. Wanda.
Oh my God.
She naked. She can't come on. But yeah, she makes tutus for adults and kids. So,
all right,
I know, fellas.
I still question why I'm his friend, but I love him.
Hold on, she's saying something. What'd you say, sweetie?
What?
I can't hear what she's saying.
We can't even hang to get this guy off the show.
All right, listen. I love y'all. I love the listeners. Listen, this podcast, Let's Chop It Up, one of the best. I love it. I love being on. Have me back to cook another prison dish. I'm with it. Whenever y'all need me, holla.
Oh yeah, we gotta bring you back for those hot ass nachos. Yo, I love you, man. I'm gonna see you tomorrow, man.
Yo, stay up, Wayne. Good job, baby.
Financial advice from Chicken Wing, man.
Yeah,
we got financial advice from a handicap man.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Yo, Rodney loved the big screen, boy. As soon as he get on there.
Yeah, I'm like, that just lit up, right? You saw that?
Yo,
I know one thing. You know what I need to light up? I need my check to light up tay
Word up. I gotta talk to Chicken Wing about my check, and I gotta talk to Jamie. Goddamn it, something's going on.
Baby, what you owe me?
I'm gonna have to call Suge Knight to get my money.
Yo, I might have to start hanging people out of windows to get my money.
Word up, man. Stay right, man. But listen, man. Thanks for everybody joining us on this ride again, man. Thanks for Chicken Wing, Shauna, Lisa, Danny. Tim.
The tutu, man.
Shauna, the tutu. I will wear one. Shauna, you get a tutu, I'm gonna wear one, man. Word up.
I do with my wife.
Whoa.
Man, like and subscribe. And we love you all. Peace, and peace.